Preparedness Program of FEMA. They allegedly patterned the plan on an alleged 1970 report by FEMA Chief Louis Giuffrida at the Army War College, which allegedly proposed the detention of up to 21 million American Negroes. You see that? The detention of up to 21 million American Negroes. Now, why would they want to do that? Why would they want to detain 21 million American Negroes? Now, I had mentioned to you earlier that there was an article that I read from September 11th, 2005, I think it was. And I made mention that a lot of people would look at that and say, oh, that was years ago. But here you still have FEMA along with this Rex84, okay? Never since I've been on this planet have I seen a detention of up to 21 million American Negroes. So this hasn't happened yet, man. They're waiting for that real big catastrophe or terrorist attack to take place. And once it does, that's it. And it says here, if there were a black militant uprising in the United States, and that's happening right before your eyes. Okay, and that's us. That's us brothers all throughout the United States and all throughout the world who are raising up right now. Though it's not going to be 21, there's not 21 million of us, but we're going to be the first ones on that list, man. We're going to be the first ones on that list. 21 million. Okay, now let's go look at a couple scriptures out this bad boy to back some of this stuff up. Okay, we're gonna go we'll go to a couple basic scriptures. We're gonna go to Matthew 24 because it all ties in together, man. 24 million American Negroes. It doesn't say nothing about 24 million Portuguese immigrants. Don't say nothing about 21 million Italian immigrants. It doesn't say nothing about 21 million Irish immigrants. It specifically says American Negroes, and this is Wikipedia, man. This is Wikipedia. And if anybody who has some working brain cells in their head, you can go and read this and realize this shit hasn't taken place yet, man. Simpletons out there, man. But then you got guys out there who want to say, oh, GMS and their followers, they all wrong. Hee ha. You're gonna be them first niggas in that concentration camp. You watch. Matthew 24:9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And that's what's gonna be taking place, man. That's what's gonna be happening. They're going to deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. 21 million. And that's just not the so-called Negroes. That's going to be you Latino tribes too. You think you're going to slip away from this, man? You ain't getting away from this. And Lord's will, we bring out the documents to prove you ain't getting away from this, man. Okay. Luke 21. Go to Luke 21. Luke 21, and I'll start at about 19 maybe. No, I'll start at 10. I'll start at 10 and I'm going to read down. It says, Then he said unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines and pestilence, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heavens. But before all these they shall lay their hands on you, and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons. You see that? Delivering you up into synagogue and to prison. So they're gonna lay hands on you, and this article's telling you that. This article's clearly telling you, which is on a website, which is access to millions of Americans, you so-called, if you want to call yourself an American, to millions of people to read. So they ain't hiding this shit no more, man. They ain't hiding this shit. Verse 12 again. But before all these, before the earthquakes and the famines, before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogue and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Okay? And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Okay, so we ain't worried about when they do come down. We ain't worried about it, because the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Lord's will raise up upon us, man, and He'll take care of us from there. But the point is, they're gonna lay hands on you and they're gonna deliver you up, and that's including the elect, man. That includes the elect. Let me go to 2nd Ezra chapter 9. 2nd Ezra chapter 9. No. Better yet. Let me go to 2nd Ezra 16 first. 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. It says here, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. You see that? Okay, and this Rex84 is explaining what that insurrection is going to be on those that fear the Lord, which are us. Because if you, like I said earlier, it reads, it says allegedly proposed to detain up to 21 million American Negroes if there were a black militant uprising in the United States. You know where they got that from? They read the scriptures, man. They read that the Lord's men are going to be raised up in the last days. We're going to be standing upon our feet in the face of those that afflicted us. They read it, man. They read it. They know. So this prophecy, that prophecy has come to pass when we're going to be standing on our feet prophesying. So they read this, man. They read it. This is important information to know, man, because this links right up with the scriptures. Because the only black militant group out there now is us brothers out there. And I'm not saying we're black militant group, but that's how they classify us. We the ones who are out there. We're the ones that are being seen on every block out there in America, man. And there's more of us, and we're multiplying by the minute, man. We're multiplying by the minute. You know, the spirit will jump on a brother to wake up one day who hasn't even heard of being about Israelite, and he'll type in something, and the Lord will direct his path right to something concerning with Israel or one of the brothers' camps, and the brothers out there doing this work, and it steamrolls from there, and the spirit jumps on them, and they become babes and out there teaching, man. Okay, continuing on, it says, verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. And that's what that Fema is going to be, man. That's what this Rex84 is going to be. These devils are going to have a license to kill, man. And the scripture says they're going to be like madmen, sparing none. They're going to be like madmen, sparing none. So what more proof do you need in order to understand that this is real, man? This is real. Alright? You know, there's a little more information on that, but I just want to hit the point about them 21 million American Negroes off a document that's known worldwide. You can go on and type in Rex84, man. Alright? Let me go, there's another one I want to read. You know, I don't want to, like I said, brothers, I don't want to, you know, belabor this too much, but, you know, there's important information in here that I want you brothers to hear. You know, and I'll say a good portion of the brothers have heard this, but some of you younger brothers that are coming in, you know, this is what it is, man. So I know all y'all out there, we talk about Fema, we talk about concentration camps, but you know, now you gotta get behind the scenes. And this is another document from August of 2006. Once again, it's an old document but it's still, the prophecy still hasn't come to pass from what this document is speaking on. And it says here, we are dangerously close to a situation where, if the American people took to the streets in righteous indignation, or if there were another 9/11, a mechanism for martial law could be quickly implemented and carried out under Rex84, man. Damn, man, this is heavy information right here. This is heavy information, because you know this righteous indignation of the American, so-called American people is going to be here, an uprising. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's get that. 2 Ezra 15. Let's get it. It says here. It says here, 2 Ezra 15, and I'll start about I'll start at 17. No, I'll start at 16. Matter of fact, I'll start at 14. Shlaki brothers. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power." And that's talking about uprising in the streets of America. That's what that's talking about. That's the righteous indignation. Because what's going to happen is these food prices are going to go through the roof. These banks are going to lose all kinds of money. Alright? And people are going to want answers. So they're going to feel that it's going to be a righteous thing for them to do what they're doing. Okay? There's maybe a little more in this. Because all the stuff I read before, there might be a little more in this article here. No, that's about it. That was a point on that. I believe that was a point on that. Let me just read a little more. It says here, the Cheney and Bush administration has a plan which would accommodate the detention of large numbers of American citizens during times of emergency. The plan is called Rex84, short for Readiness Exercise 1984. Though Rex84, an undisclosed number of concentration camps were set in operation throughout the United States for internment of dissidents and other potentially harmful to the state. Now, once again, internment. Now, that's another key word. Okay, internment. The act of interning or confining, especially in wartime, and that's what it's going to be like. It's going to be like war out here when the military implements martial law. When they implement martial law, they're taking a warlike attitude. And it also states the state of being interned, confinement. Okay, so confinement being what? In a concentration camp. Okay, definition 2. The act of internment or state of being interned, especially of enemy citizens in wartime or of terrorism suspects. So your enemy you are going to be the enemy to the government. So you are going to be interned in these camps. All right. So that's where it's at with these internment camps. It says here. Yeah, let me read on because there was a little more in this. It says here, Rex84 program was originally established on the reasons that if a mass exodus of illegal aliens crossed the Mexican-U.S. border, they would be quickly rounded up and detained in detention centers by Fema. So you so-called Latinos, you Native Americans, you see that? You on the list too, man. You on the list too. You on the list, man. You ain't going to escape Esau's judgment. The Most High is going to make sure he finds you. Okay? Let me just jump down here. It says we are dangerously close to a situation where, I read that a little earlier. But basically, there you have it. The uprising in America is going to be here. They're going to implement that martial law. And you so-called, you so-called Native Americans, Puerto Ricans, and Latinos